Grandosiá TV.
Welcome back to another great show with Grandosiá TV, where I have two great people on in the name of Malik, Corry, and Darius that both played for Hunter Hus High School. And today we are going to talk about what in the hell happened. But with that being said, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you like this video, make sure you hit the notification bell so when we go live, you get all the up-to-date videos. Fellas, we had a great year at Hunter Hus, which was your last year. And me and the people would like to know, what in the hell happened?
I mean, this season was just up and down, but
In your opinion, Darius, what happened?
man, I feel like we just had a young team, didn't have that much, chemistry, and it messed us up a lot.
So coming into the season, we had high hopes for us. Even though we had a coaching change, we had high hopes still. Y'all played North Gaston, whooped them up good. I was like, all right, we still on this winning train. We still doing what we do. And then, who was the next game against?
Damn.
Who?
Damn.
Oh, yeah, y'all played Kings Mountain. And y'all got the dust beat out of you. So what happened? Like, what about that goal? Like 43-3 or something like that?
35-0.
30, okay. My bad. I was trying to get pointed there. So 35-0. What happened in that game? Like, what was different this year compared to the other years when we was beating Kings Mountain? I lost money on y'all because I thought y'all was going to lose. But I was proud to lose my money. I was proud to get my money up. What happened?
I don't know what happened. I don't think we were prepared for that game for real. We thought we was, but we wasn't.
Was that a player thing not being prepared, or what was it?
It was everything, coaching.
I mean, we had a great scheme. We just really didn't execute a lot. Like, when we went back and watched film, it's a lot of small details that we messed up. And the small details hurt us a lot. Like, one of the first plays of the game, if I would have ran my screen route right, I would have turned that up and it would have been a touchdown. But I mistimed my steps. So things like that just killed us. And it was just happening the whole game.
Now, Darius, you on the defensive side of the ball. I know you playing receiver a little bit as well, but I know what I know you about when I've been following you your 4 years at us, been a linebacker. I think 1 year against Vance or somebody, I think he caught an interception, took to the house. This year on defense, man, it didn't look like the same Hunter Hus defense that we was accustomed to. What was going on that side?
We ran a whole different defense this year. It was just like, it was hard to get used to and adjust to. And like I said, we had younger players playing with us too, so it was like kind of hard for them to learn the new stuff.
But do you feel like each game that you had a successful game plan going into it, did it feel like, now I'm in the media, so I try not to talk to nobody on the coaching staff no more because of what I do now. But I was hearing rumors and leaks that, the seniors was kind of rebelling on what was going on. I hear rumors that you went to the coaches, y'all wanted to change the defense. You want to go back to what you was doing with your old defensive coordinator. Was any of these things true?
Yeah, we did. I mean, we had our talks about, going back to our old defense because it was like easier for us and it would have been easier to teach. But I mean, we had to learn something new. We had a new coach, so we just had to suck it up and get used to it.
With you in the offense, what was different this year with the offense? Now this offense seems like, in my opinion, should have been catered to you because your OC was a coach that you had previously before you got to high school. How did that work out for you this year?
I mean, we just had a lot of young pieces and things. Like, we didn't see, like, the offense didn't see eye to eye with the offensive coordinator being straight up. And, like, we just never executed with things. So, once we didn't see eye to eye, it was just routes. And we tried to get eye to eye, but we didn't have it.
Cause people from now, we got people. Like I tell people this right here, and I had different conversations with different people. The one thing about Hunter Hus fans, we don't care about scheme. We don't care about who did what, I didn't do this. We don't care about none of that. Because we ain't in the meeting room with y'all. The one thing about the fans of Hunter Hus from the day that Hunter Hus was built, we care about wins and losses. The last 3 years, we was feeling great about, like, we was big, thick, and gassed up. Why were the wins not there? Because there was some games I'm looking like, man, you was a touchdown away. Forest View game. You was right there. What happened?
I don't know what happened. We had 3 touchdowns called that too, though.
We really beat ourselves the whole season. Like, with the small things, we wasn't doing them right. That's just how we kept losing. Like with the Forest View game, we came in. I ain't gonna lie, we had the big head straight up. Saying we was gonna beat everybody, this and that. And then everybody wasn't gonna bow down to us, so they came out and punched us in our mouth. And we sat down straight up.
Now, how did it feel? Cause before I get to that last game of the season, how did it feel getting knocked off the heel?
Bad.
Man, I ain't
media or the media was on us for it, but I mean, it wasn't nothing we could really say because we wasn't doing that. We was damn bad this year.
I ain't never had a losing season. This was my first year, and on top of that, my senior year. So that really hurt me having a losing season my senior year.
Now, with both of y'all being seniors, and this is what people want to hear from y'all, what could have been done differently? Not from coaches, but from senior leadership to make sure this boat stayed on track.
I mean, trust me, if you would have been in the locker room, the things I done said, the things he done said, the quarterback, I mean, we tried to get the guys on board, but everybody just didn't listen. Like, nobody listened to who. Like, when I remember coming to high school, I looked up to the seniors and stuff. Even my junior year, we still listened to the seniors. But with this year's team, nobody listened to nobody at all. Once nobody listened, we just started doing our own thing, just playing for stats, really.
He said it. That's the truth.
Now, this is part of the thing that hurts me the most. Somebody came in, one of the DBs came in. You probably watched the show with Ray, and I think Ray said it beautifully. And I just want your take on it. He said, we looked at Kings Mountain as a rival, and we forgot about Ashbrook. So when that bell rolled over, because y'all played them, we played together.
Ashbrook.
All right, so when the bell rolled over to Ashbrook, and we put that out there, it was more or less that y'all looked at that bell as, we done had this for the last 3 years, it's coming back to the crib. Y'all had already thought y'all won the game before the game was played. I had one person who's a alum of Hus, who is an avid, fan that goes to all the games, said Hus came out to play a football game, Ashbrook come to win a war. So when that game kicked off, what was y'all emotion when the game kicked off? Not what happened in the game, but at the beginning of the game when you got off the bus, what was you thinking about?
Bringing the bell back. We in our head we knew we was gonna bring it back. Like we wasn't too much worried about it. But when the game actually started and stuff started going downhill, that's when we started,
But was everybody focused, and did everybody on that coaching staff, did everybody on the roster understand how big of a game this was?
I don't think nobody did, but the seniors that played under McCoy. Like, we knew what was at stake. Like, it's big. That Hudson Ashbrook game is gonna always be big, because at the end of the day, whoever got that bell got the bragging rights. So, like, Ashbrook got it, so they got the bragging rights.
Were they better than y'all?
No. Not at all.
Did they have more talent?
Not at all.
Were they coached better?
That scheme they had was better than ours.
They had a bit of scheme.
And they wanted it more straight up. They was hitting us in our mouth.
when you going back and watch the tape, what's something different that could have been done?
I feel like playing on the defensive side of the ball when we first started, we was not physical. We didn't play how us defense usually play. When I say end of the third quarter came, we started playing a little better. But even when I was saying stuff to people, it was just like going in one year after the other.
The offense side, I just feel like things should have been ran through me, and then once they start keying on me, then distribute the ball. But it is what it is. Because we all know, I should have killed Ashford single-handedly.
Now, I was not there at the game, because first of all, I was the one going to no games because it was COVID. I'm going to leave it at that. I heard that you had some good runs. I heard that when you touch the ball, things move down the field. We're just going to be straight up. I mean, when you're on the Grandosiá TV show, all we can do is talk honestly. Did you even like your role, the way they use you all season or in the game?
I feel like the way they use me went the correct way. I know for a fact if we had our offensive coordinator, McCoy, things would have been completely different. He would have had different scheme and different type of things. But, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm not going to put everything on our offensive coordinator. It's still things I could have done, gave more effort and all that. So,
Now I will say this. Now, let's clear the air on this with you. Let's clear the air. Because all I heard was, hey, he talked to your boy. He went out there wilding after the Ashbrook and Husk game. He ain't coachable. He throwing helmets and doing the same thing he did at Avery did Southwest. Talk to me, man. What was that about?
I mean, if you was in the game and you was me, Ashbrook was doing some dirty things that me, Randy, the whole coaching staff was getting on the refs, and they weren't controlling it at all. And then it just kept building up, and then it just exploded. Everybody gonna explode at one point in time. Somebody keep messing with somebody, they're eventually gonna do something about it. And the refs wasn't handling it properly. And then on top of that, to make it even bad, nobody noticed when I had got ejected and they wrote it up or whatever. The ref said I pushed him, and that was a lie. Ashbrook didn't say I pushed him. Nobody seen me put my hands on the ref, so I just felt like that ref had something against me because he wasn't calling nothing at all.
Gotcha.
And he was just getting out of hand.
So, what type of player do you want to be remembered for leaving under us? What do you want the fans to remember about Malik Corry?
He was one of the best to play, put on the Hudson jersey. So,
what about you, Darius?
I was a dog that I did what I had to do while I was out there.
Gotcha. Because I know a lot of people, they harped on that more than anything. More than the bell going home, they talk about you every day. Now, as a senior, you can't get it back. But going forth, what are you going to do to make sure we control that better going to your next destination?
Just step away and let my coaches handle it. Don't say nothing to nobody, just continue the ball.
Gotcha. Now, what position are we playing at on the next level? Because I heard so many different things. I heard your slot, your receiver, your running back. I mean, you're a gadget guy. What are you going to be on the next level?
At West Virginia State, I'll be playing slot and still running back. So it's still basically going to be the same thing.
Now, Darius, are you going anywhere to play football next year?
I'm going to A&T.
Okay, you stepping on the field?
Yeah.
Okay, playing linebacker, receiver, what we doing?
Linebacker.
All right, that's what's up. Y'all boys making this journey away. So what did it, now that we probably going to have a graduation, what is it going to mean when you throw that tassel to the other side and you walk away? What is the emotions going to feel like not being able to go to summer workouts, not be able to have that chance to get the bell back? What is that feeling going to be for you now that you know that it's over in about another week? It's over.
I mean, I don't got no more feelings to it. I'm just looking at the big picture at this point. I can't just keep looking back at the previous, what I did at Hudson. stuff like that. So I'm just looking on for it.
I mean, I'm gonna miss it. I like the Friday night. You know, it was fun. Met a lot of new people. You know, friends doing that, but you know, it's over with. So I'm just gonna keep going and doing what I gotta do.
We didn't make the playoffs this year. That's the first. What was that feeling like?
Man, it was tough because we could have beat every team that was in the playoffs. We wanted Charlotte Catholic here too. We definitely wanted our face back with Cam, but well.
Now, I asked you this question last time I was here. Last time you was here, I asked this question. With two people playing D1 football right now, and Nick Sharp and Dontavius Nash, what difference would that have made this year, or was the locker room too far gone to where nothing would have been different?
Too far gone.
Because some people say Nick Sharp leadership would have probably kind of held some things together. I know it helped the offensive line better, but leadership-wise, do you think? I mean, because I'm just trying to figure out what could have been done.
I don't think it could have changed that one.
Yeah, okay. It was just toxic all the way around.
Yeah, it was toxic. As soon as we stepped on the field for little summer workouts or whatever.
Now, did people think they was better than others already? Did people think? I mean, what was it? Describe to me what was it like?
People thought they was better than others, and then people felt like some of the coaches had favorites with some type of players and all that. So people just started going back and forth, and then it'd be a consistent everyday thing. Like every day in practice, somebody argue with somebody. Like it was outrageous.
Now, was you one of the leaders on the defensive side?
Yeah, defense and offense.
So what did you see that could have been in summer workouts? What did you see that could have been different before the season got started? Because I think that North Gassing game kind of gave people confidence that it was kind of false. Because y'all did win big.
It did, but like we was telling them after the North Gassing game, that wasn't supposed to be the score. We ain't never had like a close game like that with North Gassing. We usually bought them out by like 40, 50. But when we would tell them that they just wasn't listening, they were just like, man, we won, it is what it is, but that's not a win in my book.
Exactly. Like, everybody came in the locker room hyped and stuff, and when I came in the locker room, I was like, we didn't really do nothing. We beat North Gaston 24-0. That's not nothing to be proud of. Like, we supposed to blew them out the water. It should have been over in the first quarter. And people just didn't listen to what I said. And went out to Kings Mountain the next week, got drilled, punched in the mouth.
Do you think COVID hurt building a good foundation for the season?
Yeah, because, like, we couldn't really be around, like, the guys how we really wanted to because due to the COVID. It's like previous seasons, we all would link up and go to a park or go lift or do something just to have the team bonded. And that jailed us together, but we couldn't even do that. And, like, we would have football group chats, and we all would talk, but it wouldn't be about football and things. So, like, the guys just really want to focus into the season how they should have been.
So coming into the season, there was no consistency going on, no continuity going on, building that like previous years. Underclassmen just wasn't. Well, I say this too. With some people being ineligible, with people being still on virtual, did that hurt? Cause I just felt like you still had a lot of other players not in the building playing because of the virtual.
Yeah, it hurt us a lot.
We could have some better players if, you know, they was eligible or they weren't virtual. So yeah, it did hurt.
But we don't. I mean, and I don't want nobody to think that, you know, who watched this, that's an excuse for what happened. But I mean, it do play a role. It do play when you got to play a underclassman in a position that he should not be in. That do hurt.
Exactly.
That do hurt.
And especially with the defense we ran, like, we had a lot of players that was hurt, and then we had to fill in people like me, him, at different positions and stuff that normally, like, Nash would be able to play, Nick would have been able to play, Keith would have been able to play. So, like, it really hurt us a lot. We had freshmen, we had sophomores starting at corner some games, freshmen playing. Like, don't get me wrong, they some ball players, but it would have been completely different if Nash was in the secondary with me and Ray, and then him and Nick would have been on the line. Like, things would have been ugly.
Gotcha. But closing that chapter, man, we moving on. So A&T, West Virginia, we get some dogs. And I'm excited to see what y'all boys do. So when y'all leave to go to school?
I leave August 4th.
When you leave to go to school?
I gotta leave on the 1st.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're a long way from home.
I love it.
You're a long way from home. You at a party school.
I know, but I know how to control myself.
You know, you're in a party school. You can control yourself?
Yeah, I can control
Gonna be a lot of chicks. Gonna be a lot of females around. If you playing football, that's a different ball game.
Nah, but I think I'll be straight though for real.
Oh, he'll be straight. I'll stay on.
Now with West Virginia, what type of school is that? I know, you know, for people who don't know about West Virginia State, what type of school is it?
It's a little HBCU school. It's
So y'all jumping up there in the cut. Y'all up in the country, up in the mountains, though. It's gonna be some wild things going on. Are they known for football up there too?
yeah. We matter of fact, we on the come up. Like the previous year, we lost in the championship game. The year before that, we lost to go to the championship game. So from the looks, it's just going up and up.
Gotcha.
We got some ball players that's coming in.
Gotcha. All right, man. Well, hey, I want to see what y'all boys do. I want y'all to come back. Make sure y'all give back to us. Whatever you do. Cause one thing about it, man, the program is the program, but I always need people to give back to it that's been there before. Like, you know, I didn't know this about you till the other day. I didn't know you were number 4 because of Carry On. So somebody else gonna wear number 4 because of Malik. So let's make sure that between Power One and stuff, y'all boys give back. But for the future class of Hunter Hus, for underclassmen that's there, from a senior with y'all being seniors, what is your message to them for the next year going into it?
Stay focused, work hard, listen. I'm gonna say it again. Listen.
That's fair.
Alright.
I want one thing. This is my little outro. 4 out.
3 out.
And you've been rocking with Grandosiá TV.